Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to the Nalis YouTube channel. I've been working at Nalis for 4.5 years as a DevOps engineer now. I started as an embedded software engineer actually, but very quickly within my job as an embedded software engineer evolved into a DevOps engineer because I wanted to take care of people's workflow. I wanted to make people more efficient in what they did. And so I evolved from an embedded software engineer to a DevOps engineer. And that's why this video is going to talk about 6 reasons why you should also become a DevOps engineer. So, reason 1 for becoming a DevOps engineer is that DevOps is a really quickly evolving field. You're constantly at the forefront of using new tools. People are all over the world are constantly coming up with new tools to use and improve people's workflow, make people more efficient, and therefore people really want to use those tools as well. People see those tools floating around the internet and want to use those tools. Then we as DevOps engineers are there to integrate them into their working environment and make sure that they can actually use those tools and therefore make them more efficient at what they do. So we're constantly fighting with new tools and constantly trying to make people use them in their daily workflow. So reason 2 is the other side of the tooling world. We have new fancy tools that we want to use, of course, but there are these big staples that everyone uses. The chance we get with those is that we can really dive deep into those tools, really get to know them. If they're open source, we dive into like the source code of them, maybe even if there's like a deep issue in there. And so we really get to know tools that are used throughout the whole industry. They are used by everyone, but learning a lot about them is therefore really useful. And you get a lot of satisfaction out of knowing these tools that everyone uses. Reason 3 for becoming a DevOps engineer is that it's really creative, open-minded work. We often base ourselves on hard numbers, on direct statistics about what's going wrong in people's workflow, but then finding a solution to that issue that we detect with those hard numbers is often a very creative process. We often have brainstorm sessions on how we should handle things, how we can improve things, and really have a high-level view of like what are people doing day to day and how are they supposed to do these things. So with that, there comes a lot of brainstorm sessions about how can we completely overhaul people's workflow, limited by nothing basically, because we can use all these new tools or really use the tools that we are already using in a different way, in a very creative way. Reason 4, probably the biggest one for me personally, is that you can really make your job out of automating everything. We never do boring work, we never do repetitive work, because as soon as you start repeating work, you can probably solve it in a different way. We really look at what people are doing repeatedly and we try to solve them. So that means that as soon as we ourselves repeat something, do something multiple times, do something manually that could be automated, we really crack down on it really quickly and want to automate it straight away. So automation is everything, and that's just a really nice way of looking at things. Reason 5 is also a big one, is collaboration with everyone. As a DevOps engineer, you really need to make sure that all of the engineers throughout the company can get their best work done as efficiently as possible. And so you get to work with everyone throughout the company, see what their pain points are, see what they struggle with, and work with every single one of them to make sure that they can do their best work day to day. Surprisingly, we even get to work with non-developers sometimes because they use tooling as well, and often we can actually help out with them using their tools in a better way, using better tools, using tools that we are already using that are already being used by developers but not yet by them. And so we really get to work with everyone throughout a company to make sure that everyone can get the best out of their tools and everyone can use the same tools to get that best work done. And reason 6 comes out of reason 5 automatically. Our job is basically to make people happy. Productive people are happy people. People coming to us being happy about how we improve their workflow. People coming to us being angry about something, but then being able to work with us to really solve the issue that they had. Generally, that's our job, making people happy with what they do day to day. And that's you get a lot of satisfaction, of course, out of people really feeling like you make an impact on their daily job. So getting that satisfaction out of that is just really fun for yourself as well. So those were 6 reasons to become a DevOps engineer. I hope all of you guys will become DevOps engineers as well. And if you want to do that at Nallis, you can find all the details below. And follow the YouTube channel to see more videos like this, maybe get more ideas of what you want to do. But that's it for now. Thank you and see you.